Hey guys, Generation here. So we're here with some more Premier battles, using the team that I've been using for many a season now, and it seems like it's starting to catch fire, which is pretty cool. It's a double dragon line. EMPOLEON double dragon, of course. I've been using this since season 3, I think. Works really well. Anyway, we're met with a Charizard. Obviously, they're going to get out of dodge, and in comes the Swampert. Now, what I'm going to do is get a little bit of energy on this guy, and then I'm going to swap into my Dragonite. Okay, he's going to be throwing some Hydro Cannons, and we're going to be throwing some Dragon Claws back at him. We have a pretty good matchup. He does have an energy lead, which kind of stinks for us, but we have energy banked on our EMPOLEON, and honestly, I think energy banked on a healthy EMPOLEON is a better trade than using a single shield to get through a matchup. So I will trade a shield for energy sometimes, and this is just one of those situations because we do have that Charizard in the back, and I don't feel like it coming head to head with either of my dragons and dragon breathing us down, right? Okay, that's another thing you got to watch out for with this line is dragon breath Charizards and Gyarados. It's actually, Gyarados is pretty tough for this team too, but you know, you don't run into too many of them, and you can always play around them, as you'll see in this game. So we're able to get to our Dragon Claw here, which is great. Gonna be able to throw a move, get some chip damage onto this Charizard. Now, we're not going to throw our move immediately when we come in, because he's probably going to swap, right? He knows we're coming in with EMPOLEON. We know we're coming in with EMPOLEON. Now Kingdra gets to put work in on this Ampharos. And because of our dragon typing, we're not going to be taking super effective damage from the Volt Switches and the Thunder Punch, so we're going to take one. I'm going to try and go for this debuff here. Okay, and he's at a move now, as are we. This will be the time that we shield. Remember, we still have a nice, healthy EMPOLEON in the back with a move loaded. So I have a feeling because we have two water types here, he's definitely going to be using his shields here on the Ampharos, so there we go. We're able to get the debuff, which is awesome. 1, 2, and 3. That's a Thunder Punch that he's at. And 4, so he's 1 over. And now he's at 2 Thunder Punches, so probably would have been a good idea for him to go ahead and shield there, or throw his move. But this is okay. And he overtaps. He was just getting to that second move there as our animation was ending. So he ended up throwing a sixth Volt Switch there. Unfortunate for him, but we are able to take the win there, which is great. Alright, so moving on into our next battle here. Let's see. We're up against Hayatoyska. So yeah, I went back to this team after I was in like the 26-15 range, and I ended up tanking back down to 2500. So I hopped back on the double dragon train here because my open ultra team just wasn't working out too well in the current meta. So what I like to do against Kingdra is I like to throw a move, wait for him to throw his move. It's probably an Outrage, and we do get him low enough where it's okay to use our shield here. Probably swap into our own Kingdra and farm down. Now, there's the Outrage. That's what we want to be on the lookout for, in case he has a Charmer in the back. But lo and behold, he has a Dragonite in the back, which is not good for us. We're not going to be able to get to a move here. And that Dragon Claw slaps. And this is a rank 2 Kingdra, so he's, if we can't take a move on him, we can't take it on anybody, so IVs matter. We're barely able to survive that Dragon Claw, guys. It shows why IVs are very important sometimes. And we drop his attack, which is great. So now we can bring in our own Dragonite and upset the balance and the force here. He still has 2 shields, we do need to remember that. So, and he's running my old line with the Kingdra lead and the Dragonite with the EMPOLEON in the back. It's the ABA version of this line instead of what I play now, which is the ABB version of the line. Okay, so he does shield the Dragon Claw, which means I assume he's going to let this next Dragon Claw go, which is fine. We're just trying to get chip damage off here. Okay, and we know he still has a Kingdra in the back, so after we take this, we're probably going to swap out. Oh, I guess we decided to shield. Oh yeah, because we don't want to be taking Dragon Breath damage, so it makes sense that I did that. Okay, and in comes the Kingdra. So mirror matches are often very close and decided by IVs, and you guys will see that in this similar lineup to ours, it is definitely going to be one of those situations. Okay, here comes the move. Move is incoming. Octazooka. That's going to allow us to get to a Hydro Cannon against this enemy Empoleon here. Even though he does sneak in a waterfall, that's fine. We don't really care too much about that. We just need to get the damage off and Dragon Breath this thing down. So out goes the damage. We're going to have to take one move here, but he's not going to be able to get to two. So with the Dragon Breath damage, we should be able to secure this win. Alright, here comes the Drill Peck. And now comes the Farm Down. There we go, we're able to beat the mirror, and definitely an IV dependent matchup there, guys. That's why it's so important. My Kingdra is an XL Kingdra. I think it's like level, if you check the top ranked stats wise, I believe it's a level 42.5 or something. Kingdra is what you'll need. Very good Kingdra. Okay, so moving on into our next battle here. What do we got? Abomasnow. This is tricky. I hate seeing Abomasnow, right? I don't think anyone enjoys it unless they're like leading a Talonflame or Charizard, but okay, so we're going to get to our Drill Peck here. Drill Peck's going to go out. Now, they always throw the Energy Ball first. I mean, they're going to get to two, so you have to take one anyway. But you always shield the first one because the Energy Ball always comes first, and then sometimes they'll throw a Weather Ball the second time thinking you're going to shield again. And I don't mind staying at even shields here. Okay, Energy Ball comes in. Alright, here we go. We are just getting to that next Drill Peck now. I am watching for him swapping out, though. You always got to be aware. Players have gotten very good in the past few seasons. As soon as I see he's not swapping out, I don't see the animation change, I go ahead and tap my bubble as soon as it pops up, and we are able to connect there. Okay. And we're getting a ton of energy here. He needs to throw an Energy Ball to kill us, so we're going to go ahead and just go shieldless now, and then come in and Dragon Breath down, right? Get the kill on Kingdra. I don't mind putting Kingdra out there, it's our safe swap, and if he has a Charmer, that's precisely what we're trying to bait out right now. It's an Ampharos, so we kind of know this matchup. We just had a Ampharos game. Is it last game or the game before? But yeah, we can generally handle the Ampharos unless they are running Dragon Pulse. That's a problem, but we should be doing all set. So as soon as he throws that second Volt Switch, he's mid-animation, so he won't have gathered his energy yet for his next Thunder Punch, so I go ahead and throw my Octazooka then. And it looks like we do get a shield, which is great, and we get the debuff. Awesome. Okay, so he's at 3 Volt Switches again, so he has 1 Volt Switch up on the next Thunder Punch. So there goes the Thunder Punch. 1, 2, there he is. Okay, so he's at a Thunder Punch now. It goes 3, and then 2, and then 3 again for Volt Switches and Thunder Punches. 4 to the Dragon Pulse, and 5 to the Focus Blast. So we are happy going down there. We're going to preserve the health on our Empoleon here. We did bank an Empoleon with energy. What did I tell you guys? Sometimes it's okay to trade a shield for that energy on the Empoleon, right? Okay, and we get 1 hit off there against the Kingdra. We're going to come in and we are going to Dragon Claw this thing, and looks like we're going to take the win. So there's definitely some close matchups. Great players out here in the veteran range right now. And we are trying to work our way up to expert. It does kind of stink those days you have setbacks, like I had my setback you know, up in the 2600s. Now I'm back in the 25s, but that's okay. You know, we're all there. I understand that some of you guys get frustrated with GBL just like I do. And when I get tilted, I play a lot worse. So sometimes it's better just to, you know, go talk to your friends, tell them you're tilting, play a game with them. And that's what I did. Ian Chang, K9 Bite, on Pogo Science Discord, went over there, and yeah. So is this Great League? Is this Great League that we're seeing right now? Oh, Polytoad, you hate to see it, boys. You hate to see it. And we are able to get to the outrage here, so we're just kind of hoping that he doesn't shield. And he shields, unfortunate. That is unfortunate for us. So here comes the Earthquake. They always throw the Earthquake first, unfortunately, but yeah, so here comes the Earthquake. Okay, so this is looking very Great League-ish, and sometimes it can be very tough to play against these teams, even though they are beatable. I often do beat these teams, but I think this match is a little different if I remember correctly. This guy banks energy on his Polytoad, which is the path to victory with this team. So I was thinking about going for the Octazooka there, but it wouldn't kill. Maybe I should have gone for it just to maybe get him to swap out a little bit earlier here. So he banked the Earthquake there, which is probably going to cost us. Now, I wasn't sure how much damage I did against an XL Shadow Hypno. So we're just going to go in there and throw a Dragon Claw. He is Ice Punch, so it's a good thing we did use our shield there. He's going to be able to get to a second Ice Punch, unfortunately, but at least we are able to get off this Dragon Claw. So here comes the Dragon Claw. Should put him in farm down range for Kingdra, I'm hoping. We're going to see here. Yeah, we're going to have to take a Confusion, which is terrible. So one Confusion gets through, but we are able to at least get a little bit of farm there. And it's a Stunfisk in the back, so that's really unfortunate for us. Even if we do get the debuff here, he can clear it with his Polytoad now. So very well played by our opponent here. And I'm sitting there trying to switch, but my switch timer wasn't up, unfortunately. Yeah, and he's got an Earthquake loaded on his Polytoad, so it's not really looking good for us. And we can't farm down here. He's going to get to another Earthquake, unfortunately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he was going to get to it. He hit us with the 6, so he only needed 2 more, and there's no way we could get off 2 waterfalls before he got to the next Mud Slap, so... Or the next Earthquake. So yeah, here we are, and he's just going to chuck his loaded energy at us and take the win. So well played by our opponent. Very neat team, very impressive team. And definitely let me know down in the comments, guys, if you are seeing XL teams and which XLs you're seeing. I tend to see a lot of Umbreons, which is fine, and some Skarmory, some Altaria, Hypno. Now, I guess, Hypno. But yeah. It's been a very interesting season. Yay, Synthetic Red. So now we're going up against Synthetic Red. Let's see what he's got for our team, guys. Okay, so we're left with the Gyarados, and this is a very interesting matchup, right? We can win this matchup, but I'm always afraid that they have a Charmer in the back, right? You don't necessarily want to stay in a matchup that's this close. Okay, so here we go. Comes the move. There's the crunch. So our goal is to at least get him chipped down. We're going to throw one of these and try to bank a move, and probably end up having to use a shield here. This is where the running this team, you become very weary of Charmers in the back, and it's a Roserade, so he kind of gave us a really nice win condition here. We're just going to burn through this Roserade with no regrets, right? No cares in the world. We'll take these Weather Balls. Of course, you do have to watch out for Sludge Bomb, but he didn't even bother building up to a Sludge. He just went straight for the Weather Ball. Brings up another important point of making sure, you know, in some matchups, if you're not going to die right off, take the time to build up to the more powerful move, and you might be able to draw a shield. So right now, we're sitting on 2 shields. And we are not shielding, so... Okay, so we take out the Roserade. Out comes Gyarados, and we are going to be able to get a move off here, which is a bonus. At least going to be able to pull a shield, right? Since we have an energy loaded Empoleon, and we have 2 shields, and he's so low right now, I would feel comfortable bringing Kingdra in here to at least get a jump start on energy, because Kingdra has such a good matchup against so much of the meta that I'm not really worried about what he has in the back. Even if it is a Charmer, we'll get off an Octazooka. Okay, and it's a Venusaur, so this game has been sealed up. We can use a shield, I guess. It doesn't really matter. We have the Drill Peck loaded on the Empoleon, and we're going to get enough damage off on this thing, even if it shields the Outrage, where it's a lost game for our opponent. So we go ahead and throw the Outrage. And he doesn't bother shielding. I think he saw the writing on the wall there, so good game to our opponent. Very good game to our opponent. So guys, Double Dragon's working very well. Once again, if you can pocket an Empoleon with energy, then that's a good idea. Sometimes it might cost you a shield, and it's worth it. But you know, always swap the Dragon in to pull out the Charmer, and farm down with Empoleon. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments. Make sure to subscribe, guys. I love you guys. You're all important, and I'll talk to you guys later. Generation out.